Hello, we are live. Check, check, 1, 2. These are new headphones. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Had technology issues, so if anything technical wise isn't working, just let me know. President King Slimby, hello, hello. Are you really a president? Hey, Lisa Gonzalez, welcome, welcome everyone. 5 people already, bloody hell. Well, hope you all had a great Christmas. Hope everyone had a relaxing time. Congrats on how your channel has blown up this week or so. Thank you so much. Lisa says congratulations. John Galt, hello again. Hello, John. Yeah, I can't believe it. This was supposed to be a 50,000 subscriber stream, I guess, like a thank you stream. But over like a few days, it's gone up to 60 odd. It's crazy. I can't believe it. I love eternally grateful. What can I say? Thank you so much. And what's strange, like what's bizarre, is the fact that I looked at my last stream, that was the 30k subscriber stream, and that was only like a month ago. How crazy is that? Like a month ago, I had 30,000. This channel had 30,000 subs. That's madness. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to say hi. I never have anything planned for my live streams. I just like talking to you guys. So if you have any questions, I have so much planned for next year. So much. I've got so many video ideas. I've just been writing for the last few weeks, just going nuts. I got myself a laptop, nothing special, but it's just so I can get out of my bedroom every once in a while. And I could do writing in other parts of the house, so I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm sort of confound and sort of imprisoned in my own room a little bit whenever I'm trying to concentrate on writing. I feel like it's good to switch up your environment, even when you're doing art and stuff, you know. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've got 3 solid video ideas. So one's going to be another independent artist video, because I have been completely overwhelmed in the best possible way by so many independent artists who are submitting their work for me to, to present on the channel, because that's what I want to do as well with the Blind Dweller channel, is promote independent art out there. But I have so many that I'm going to have to basically, I had the idea that I'm just going to give them a dedicated episode every once in a while. So yeah, expect another one of those. I've got the Paintings of Hell video, which I finished the script for not long ago. And I've got this other artist. I don't want to speak too much about him yet because I've only just started researching him, but it's a very sad story. And it's some incredibly powerful, surreal style art, which has like an amazing yet very tragic and sad backstory behind it. So I can't wait to present that. So 3 video ideas that are nearly like ready to get out there. So expect loads in January, February time. Sorry, I've been ignoring the chat. That's rude. Will you be expanding to all forms of art? Well, yeah, I want to do more videos on like art films and just films in general. Or any sort of genre like that, like, because I like researching media as well. Like when I did that that swing you singers sinners, God almighty, Peter Piper picked pepper, swing you singers, the swing you sinners video, um that was like one of the first videos that I ever did. And that's like just like this random cartoon from years ago, from like the 1930s or something. So I might do some more stuff like that at some point. Uh, yeah, something like that. Keep up with the dark stories behind arts. I will do. I think it's something that is very worth Very worth exploring, you know? Sorry if I'm sounding a little bit tired. I had my COVID booster shot today, and my left arm is killing me, and I keep going in and out of like feeling slightly ill. Like, you know that feeling you have when you feel like you just got a cold coming on? I'm like phasing in and out of that. I feel a little bit out of it, but Chrome Web Store, return YouTube dislike. Yeah, return. No, to be honest, return it because then at least we know if a video is good or not, right? Hello, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. How do you make your research? All just through internet scrolling? I did when I first started, definitely. It was mostly just looking up articles and things, but um, that's why I've been enjoying writing so much recently, is because I've actually got books and things related to the new video ideas I've got. So uh, it used to be more kind of, whatever I can access on the internet, but I have got books now um, which are helping with new content, that's for sure. Gotta start with Stanley Kubrick. Yeah, that would be good. That would be a good idea. I've actually one of my favorite books is A Clockwork Orange, and I love the film as well. But I feel like there's so much, and I've seen a few videos on YouTube before about kind of comparing the book to the film. But I kind of want to do a video like that as well because I'm just such a nerd for the book. I thought that could be interesting. This channel could do a bit of literature themed stuff. Also, if you do something music related, how about Gloomy Sunday? Isn't Gloomy Sunday that song that was supposedly cursed and would make people really depressed? And yeah, that sounds familiar. Gloomy Sunday. I swear that's the song though, where it's supposedly cursed. That could be interesting. Hmm. Guys giving me ideas already. I'm literally, you're just catching me thinking to myself now. Francis Bacon, look, yes, 100%. A good topic would be about Francis Bacon. And I have absolutely decided now to myself that I'm going to do it. I know exactly how I'm going to do it now. Before I was holding off on it because I had no idea how I'd approach Francis Bacon because there's already been amazing videos and documentaries, like professional documentaries, like the BBC did an amazing one years ago, which I thought was just a perfect kind of like, it's how I kind of learnt the most about him to begin with, is watching that documentary. But I have a plan for Francis Bacon, don't you worry, he's coming. Lars von Trier is pure cinema art. Didn't he do Antichrist? I think, if so, I think that's the only Lars von Trier film I've seen. Didn't Lars von Trier do like a really awkward interview as well, where he was basically saying he loves Hitler or something? Or no, he understands Hitler. I think, yeah. Oh god, that video, the cringe. Love your videos. Hope you go into some of the darker paintings of the past. Yeah, I love history. I know I'm a little bit new to. Well, I've always loved history, but I'm a little bit better at researching history now than I was when I first started, and I'd love to do more kind of historical art at some point. Um, I mentioned briefly earlier that I'm doing a paintings on hell video. um, that's actually been an idea for a long time, but I have only just finished the script because I wanted to hold it off around December time. That's got some quite good historical paintings, so expect a few from that. Uh, do you make drawings or paintings, or are you just into writing and making documentaries? I mean, I do painting a little bit. and drawings, but I'm mostly into writing and making, you know, making YouTube videos. I feel like that's where my strength is, and making a music for them. Music is like the art form I pursued for a long time before this. I went to music university and things, but it's good that I'm doing YouTube now because it gives me a platform to do my music for as well. And I find it a lot easier when I'm making a video to make the music myself. Although a lot of people would probably think that's madness, like you're adding more effort. It's like, well, I'm creating my own atmosphere, the way I thought of it in my head, the way I think this video should come across. Um, so yeah, I guess I'm into music and making videos and writing more than painting. I still do it from time to time, but I'm more interested in other people's art rather than my own. uh, have you taken a look at William Uttermolan? I know of him. Uh, that could potentially be an idea, though. Definitely. Also, check out Natram, who made an ambient album while sitting in an asylum. What? After his brother almost killed a girl with an axe, it's called Diagnose. And Lebanon's got. I said my New Year's revolution is gonna get better at speaking the names of places. But that sounds insane. Let me just Google this real quick. Oh wait, I know this. I recognize that picture. Yeah, I think I saw a documentary about this guy. Yeah, that's insane. That's so cool. Well, kind of scary and very bizarre, but yeah, that's an interesting idea. Can you make a video on Van Gogh's life? The dark period of his life. He went into an asylum, and yeah, yeah. I want to. There's actually a Van Gogh experience that me and my mum want to go to in London. We thought we'd take a trip down there and see what this Van Gogh experience is like. Because I thought if I'm going to do a video on him, I need to see that first. Because she's gone before, and apparently it's amazing. Like it's so I need to. I definitely need to check that out first. So there's another artist. It's Yuko Tatsushima. I watched a video that talk about a few of her arts, but not about her personal life. Yeah, I did a video on her as well. And I struggled to find much about her life. I know that she had like social media and things. She had a Twitter account for a while and a Facebook, which I think got deactivated. But it's a shame because I really do like her art and I would like to know more about her. So yeah, I my thoughts on Bosch is he is basically an inspiration of mine. Or someone who at least has resonated in my head for quite a long time. Because I remember seeing his art when I was quite young, and it was the first time I'd really seen something like that. When you're a kid and you see this quite scary, intense, bizarre, surreal art when you're that young, it kind of, I don't know, it creates something very unique in your psyche when you see it. And so is always something I'm fascinated to come back to, and every time I do, you see something new. Because he has so much detail in his art, it's insane, and the style of art as well for the time. It was medieval Europe that he was, that's when his era was, and not a lot of artists at that time could do something like he could, and like have that sort of vivid imagination. It's someone who definitely is going to show up on my channel at some point. Again, there's this video I'm doing on paintings of hell, which he might feature in. So yeah, huge fan of him. Mm. Sorry if I keep scraping this. These are new headphones. I'm still getting used to them. And if there's any audio quality issues, let me know. Because last time on my stream, apparently I sounded like a robot. It just went all glitchy and staticky. I can't believe it though. 60,000 subscribers. So many people. My God. What I love though is the fact that during December I've got all these scripts ready to go, and all I need to do is voiceover now. So um, and also keep your suggestions coming to me. Because the one of the videos I've got coming out was a suggestion from a fan who just emailed me one day. It was just a couple of links to this artist who I'd never heard of before, but I was just like, wow, how have I not heard of this guy? And that just prompted like a complete explosion of inspiration for me to just keep writing. So yeah, keep your suggestions coming. My email is blinddweller@gmail.com. Let me put it in the chat just in case. Boom. Can I make a video about Beksinski? Yes, again, it's a similar kind of situation with Francis Bacon. I definitely want to do a video on him, but I don't know how yet. Francis Bacon I got pretty much figured out, but not him. I need to think of a good approach, but I'd love to do a video on his art. Absolutely. By the way, I just want to give a shout out to YouTube user Garrick Greathouse for becoming a top tier YouTube member recently. Thank you so much for that. Um, you'll be featured in an upcoming video at the end. I'm going to be doing subscriber shout outs. It's kind of similar how people do it on Patreon. They're like, oh, here are my top tier patrons, username, blah, 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 and blah, 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 that kind of thing. Except it's on YouTube now. It's called YouTube memberships, and you just click the join button and you become a member for like 1.99 a month, I think. So yeah, check that out. There's two tiers, and if you select the top tier, you get to be featured in one of my videos, basically. I loved your Richard Daz video. Thank you so much. I loved that one as well. That was one I never thought I'd actually enjoy doing as much as, the way it turned out was better than I thought it would. Hi, just dropped in. Hope you're having a great day. From Nisha. Thank you, Nisha. I'm having a great day. Well, I'm still feeling a little bit groggy from this booster jab. It's actually kind of warm in here. 2 secs. I got my window behind my computer screen, so um, yeah, I'm good. I'm just these booster jabs, man. Bro, are you from London? Yeah, I was originally. I'm a West London boy, Hammersmith, and then ended up in West Berkshire. Second was worse for me. Booster was not so bad. Yeah, it's interesting. Like like the first one I had was absolutely fine. I felt nothing, but had my second jab, then I had my third, and each time it just felt worse and worse for some reason. It's really weird. Great videos. Thank you very much. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, let me see if I can find. Am I allowed to share Wikipedia links on YouTube stream? Am I allowed to do that? Hmm. Because I just want to give you guys like an idea of the kind of art that I'm doing. Sorry, the kind of art video that I'm working on. This is a good painting of his. They are allowed. Oh, okay, brilliant. Let me just send you this. This is one of his paintings. I'll just put it in the chat. It's incredible. Very sad story, but I can't wait to finish the script. It's nearly done. One booster a year with this speed. You're probably right. It feels like it's going that way for sure. Oh, okay. Well, I've shared the link anyway. So if you guys, it's literally just a link to a painting on Wikipedia. So because I don't want to directly tell you who I'm doing a video on yet. Like, it's a weird thing I've got. Like, I can give you clues. That's about it. See what you like after your 10th booster. I'll be a mutant by then. Satire. There was, um, in my last video, the Christmas video I did, I mentioned Edvard Munch. I know there's a way to pronounce his name. I'm hoping I said that right, but he did a series called The Green Room, which I mentioned I wanted to do a video on. That um, if you guys know of any like good solid sources of research for that, please email me because I'm actually kind of struggling. I thought there'd be quite a lot of sort of things to research on that, but I could barely find anything on the Green Room series by Edvard Munch. So if you guys find anything, just let me know. The goat face reveal? No, this isn't a face. This isn't a face reveal. I did another stream recently. I keep touching my face. Um, yeah, I did another stream a while ago where I revealed my face. So this is like you're late in the game there. Do you say monk or monk? Lukaku is starting tonight. That's my dad joining in. Um, I support Chelsea football club, so there's um, a chance my dad might just chime in with football updates. Don't do it too much, Dad. These people are interested in art, not football. I touch my face too, mostly when I'm nervous. Yeah, I used to do that. I just have a nervous kind of energy in general. The Munch Museum in Norway, they have their own exhibition about the green rooms. Really? You see, this is why I need to see more. This is why I need to go traveling more. I need to go to cool museums. I don't know about you guys, but a trip to a museum, like any museum, a gallery, natural history, science, whatever, it's just like my favorite place to be ever. Because I grew up in London, right? And we were fortunate to have three big museums fairly close to where we lived. Um, the Natural History Science Museum and the Victoria and Albert Museum. I didn't go to the V&A that much, but the Natural History Museum was like my favorite place on the planet. It still is to an extent, even though it's a museum and it's free to enter. Um, which I hope they still continue. I still hope. Hope they keep it free entry. But yeah, that's like one of my favorite places. And that's how I got into art, I think, is because I wanted to see more kind of museum places. And then that led to galleries. Like we went to the Tate Modern, the Tate's gallery, obviously. So yeah, it's I don't know, there's something really sort of comforting about being in a museum for me. It's really weird. Are you on Peaked, decentralized social platform? I've never heard of that. I haven't even got I haven't even got TikTok. I've never even attempted to try TikTok. I'm not very good with social media. Congratulations, sir. Thank you very much. Only 60K. This channel would take off in the next year. Hopefully. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed, eh? I don't really, I mean, whatever. Like, I just like doing videos, and the fact that more people are interested in just like checking them out, that's enough for me, to be honest. Do I do crypto? No, I don't do crypto. I wouldn't know where to start. I've already sent your content to a lot of my friends. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what helps. More of that sharing around. Please never use TikTok. Please, I beg you. Don't worry. I don't. I'm not interested in the slightest. Some of my mates who I respect, whose opinions I respect, have TikTok accounts. It's just something I can't really get into. Sorry. What are your music preferences? So I'm really into basically everything, but I've been listening to a lot of Super Heaven recently, a kind of like grunge band, and I've been getting new guitar pedals because I play guitar, and I'm just just looking at them now, just looking at my new pedal board, just in absolute awe. It's the coolest thing ever. So I'd say heavy rock, kind of alternative music, but I love classical music. I love anything from voice crack, from jazz to you know sludge metal, just anything that really kind of gets my interest. Really, it's just a picture of him smoking a blunt, Mongolian throat singing. I used to find that fascinating. Like, how do you even make that noise? Like, I've seen people like able to do it effortlessly, and I'm there just sounding like a strangled frog. You should check out Tool if you've never done before. What you mean, the band Tool? I, I'm, yeah, I've heard a few songs. They're really experimental, aren't they? I kind of, I couldn't ever name you any of their songs if I tried, but I recognize a few songs. I've heard their stuff, and they do sound pretty decent. And there's probably hardcore Tool fans shaking their head at me right now. Yeah, TikTok is an algorithm thing, definitely. But if I was ever to get a TikTok, like if there was anything I'd get it for, it would be to share like arts videos. In fact, one thing I want to do, by the way, that reminds me, at some point when I do more of these live streams, uh, I want to do it in a way where I can film myself painting or drawing something while having another camera pointed at my face. Would that be something quite good potentially? So it's kind of you get to see what I'm creating while at the same time having a chat with you. I just need to figure out a way to do that. I might have to go back to Twitch for that, but if YouTube would work with my OBS software, then it would be fine. But I think until then, it's just gonna have to be Twitch. Is there a certain process you use when interpreting and analyzing artwork for YouTube videos? Not really. It's a good question though. I don't really uh have a plan. I just kind of find something that I like, and I just my natural instinct is to, if there's something that kind of piques my interest, I will want to know more about it. Like my curiosity will just, I'll be asking more questions like, what does that mean? Where did that come from? And it's that kind of natural thing of me of just wanting to research more, and that's how it becomes a video where it's kind of like, oh, this is what I found out, and this is a really interesting story that needs to be told. So yeah, there's not a real specific process. It depends. If I find something that interests me, I'll want to talk about it. Get anything nice for Christmas? Yeah, I got these headphones actually. I'm testing them out today. These are super comfortable, but as soon as I put them on, they're like those kind of maintenance ear protection things. Like as soon as you put them on, it's just like just everything goes mute. So super good, super good isolation for sounds. But would you consider doing a study on Francis Bacon? Yep, definitely. That is coming. Don't you worry. I don't know when, but it's coming. Absolutely. Oh yeah, and I can't believe that my Francisco de Goya video is now at 1 million views. How did that happen? That was not one video that I was expecting to get that many views at all. That's insane. So, I mean, thank you for anyone who shared that around. That's amazing. Have I got a robot vacuum? What's that? I found your channel through that video. Oh, that's interesting. Most people say that it's the Brian Charnley video that they find this channel through. So that's interesting. That's actually good to know. Sublime video on Goya. Thank you. You're welcome. No, thank you for watching. It was a great video. I'm Spanish, and I personally didn't know much about the black paintings. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for my terrible Spanish in that video. That is one thing I really wish I did better on. It's annoying because, like, as an art fan, I love talking about artists, but I'm not very good with names or pronounce. You know, I do quite a few mispronunciations, but I'm trying. I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to get better. Enjoy the new year. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I will do. Goya was a fascinating person. I think teachers today are still making students research him in art class. Interesting. Yeah, because my art class, we never really did much on that kind of style of art. Art was pretty much the only class I was ever good at. Zdzislaw Beksiński should definitely be on your radar. He 100% is. He 100% is on my radar. But there's already like this is a problem I have with a lot of my stuff is that if there's already a perfect video on him, I would take longer to kind of give my own spin on things because it's like, well, I don't want to just be a copycat user, you know. I want to create videos that I feel are actually kind of needed or warranted. Like if I feel it's a story that hasn't been told yet, if that makes sense. That's what prompted my content in the first place. There's already amazing videos on Begzinski. I think the Nightmare Artist is one of the first videos that really inspired me to, you know, pursue this channel. It made me realize, oh, okay, people are actually interested in, the kind of stuff that I like. So there is a good video, but you would definitely do him honor with a good video. Oh, well, I'll try my best for sure. I'll work on something. I also found recently your channel through the Goya video. I binge watched all your videos after that. You make really good videos. Thank you. Stop to say thank you for the great content. Have a great new year. Yeah, happy new year, everyone. Um, for anyone watching this after the stream has ended, this is not like an actual countdown to the New Year's live stream or something. This is only a few days before New Year's Eve. But yeah, happy New Year, everyone. What a year it's been. Crazy year. But it's going to be exciting for next year. Nightmare Artist review was something else, but you have your own touch. Yeah, I just need to figure out how I'm going to present my own touch to Beksinski. I'll figure something out. Appreciate your intelligence, your work. Oh, thank you, Laura. I'm interested to see how you guys are going to react to the paintings of hell video that I've got because it's I was really I don't know if you guys are aware, but I'm a huge Wendigoon fan. I watched his videos for a while, and he did this amazing video on Dante's Inferno, which is the first book of the Divine Comedy, and it's a book which I'm very familiar with. And it was sort of that video that prompted me to do my own kind of thing on Dante's Inferno, except it's on art. But little did I realize that most of the art I found, like the most famous kind of paintings or artists' interpretations of hell, are based on Dante's Inferno, which I found really interesting. Like most artists use him as a reference, so I'm gonna I'm gonna be doing the voiceover for that this weekend, actually. Either that or Monday, because it's New Year's Eve this weekend, isn't it? When is New Year? Oh, it's on the Friday. It depends how wild the New Year's Eve party is. If I scream a lot the night before, then there's no way I could do voiceover. My voice will be ruined. I discovered you with the video of Richard Dad. Amazing one, by the way. Thank you. I'm actually researching while I'm doing the stream. I just realized, so I need to close that window. I'm snowed in since Christmas Eve where I'm from. Oh, really? Where are you from? Because all we've had here is rain and wind. It's been. We don't have a white Christmas in England anymore. We have a grey Christmas. Miserable weather, fog, sleet. Horrible. I would I'm not a massive fan of snow overall, but I would rather have snow than rain. At least snow is not, it doesn't get you wet unless you're like trudging through it. Rain's just horrible. Oh, you live in Switzerland and it's rainy too. I would love to have some snow over rain. Yeah, just you get more out of snow. You can build a snowman. You can have a snow fight. Who tries to have a rain fight? You can't really do much with rain other than just be miserable. So Switzerland's a beautiful country, though. I'd love to visit there one day. It snowed in Leeds. No, really? Oh wow. Yeah, I suppose some places did have snow. I've kind of like since Christmas sort of started, I've been very switched off on what's happening in the world. I've turned my phone off, I turned off my social media. I just wanted to completely switch my mind off and just forget everything. Um, but now I realize, like, I can't switch myself off too much. But yeah, I had no idea that it was snowing in Leeds. That's crazy. Oh, and in Sweden, 30 centimeters of snow. Wow. You see, if it was okay, I think 30 centimeters of snow is just as depressing as rain. If it was a little bit, if it's a few inches of snow, fine. But if it's anything like 30 centimeters of snow, that's just that's just not a good time. I'm from France, and here we have also a grey winter, lots of rain. Yeah, just anywhere in Western Europe is like a write-off for a white Christmas. You just get Atlantic weather, like the remnants of a hurricane somewhere out in the ocean. I'm in Canada, and it even snowed in Victoria. I I don't know Canada that well, but I'm guessing that's basically it feels like because of global warming and everything, the world's just inside out in terms of climates and seasons. I discovered you on Christmas Day morning watching the Goya video, and then ended up getting into Beksinski and getting some books. Wow, that's amazing. Oh well, I hope they're good books. I need to get more books on artists. I have this amazing book that my dad gave me recently on. I don't know if I mentioned this on my last stream, but it's on Hieronymus Bosch. We were just speaking about him earlier, oddly enough, and yeah, I loved how it's got really kind of high quality pictures, like high resolution pictures of his paintings, but it also goes through the history of what his civilization was like back then. It goes into how the climate was back then in terms of like politics and things. It's really interesting. So I need to get more books on artists. But that's so cool that that prompted you to get some books. Education is key, everyone. What's my favorite painting from Goya? Um, my favorite painting from Goya, to be honest, I never thought his normal work outside of the black paintings, like the paintings he did of the royal family and things like that, were not really anything like that stood out to me. They're really, detailed and beautiful pieces of art, but it wasn't really something that kind of jumped out at me, and as much as the black paintings did. And what made me like really sort of get fascinated more into the black paintings is the fact that they're so different from the other art that he did before then. And that just added so much more kind of mysticism about them. So I think my favorite, if we're talking about the black paintings, because really that's the only group of his paintings I would say I'm a huge fan of. I'd probably say Saturn devouring his son is something that's just iconic. Like it's just so gripping and horrific and powerful and dark and moody and kind of threatening. Like there's a real sort of like animalistic look in the guy's eyes, in Saturn's eyes or Kronos, if you're basing him off of the Greek god. And yeah, there's just something just really haunting about that stare. And that's what prompted me to do videos on him, because a video on him, sorry, because there was just something about each black painting I was looking at as I was researching just took me into this deeper, kind of darker, um, sort of corner of his psyche, or at least I felt so, like where I was really starting to understand him. It was a lot of research. It took me a long time to put all that together. I mean, it turned out to be a 40-minute long video. Um, but at the rate things are going, a lot of my new videos are probably going to be around that sort of mark, around half an hour, 40 minutes, because I'm just ending up with so much to talk about. So it's going to be an interesting new year for videos, that I can promise you. Which artist do you think has the most mystic to them? The most mystic to them, I would probably say Dali's work is something that I can never quite like. Dali's a very famous surreal artist, but whenever I see his art, I cannot comprehend his mind at all. I just don't know where he starts when he did his art, like where he started. Like to come up with such bizarre imagery that looks so real, and the fact that he can just paint that from his imagination. Like he's not he very rarely referenced anything, like when he painted, and the fact that he could just you know be, create these such vivid kind of dreamlike pictures, I find fascinating. So I'd probably say his is the most kind of mystic and mysterious to me. I might do a video on him at some point. Found your Susan Black video a few days ago, and damn, you make some incredible content, my guy. Thank you very much. The Black Paintings video was amazing. I like the two women mocking a man piece. Yeah, that's actually, now I think about it, yeah, that's the painting I used for the thumbnail, I think. Yeah, the two women mocking a man. Like that was a lesser known black painting of his, but one that looks absolutely terrifying. Like that look on the woman in the middle, like a grinning, kind of grimacing face is just it's just really creepy, really terrifying, and it really does suck you in into wanting to know more about what is the meaning behind it. Like definitely I'd probably say that's my second favorite of his. What do I think of Francis Bacon? Yeah, we're talking about him earlier. Like he was one of my first kind of artists that I was fanatic about. It was other than Picasso when I was a kid, but when I was like getting older and started to kind of learn more about artists, rather than just seeing random paintings from like memory, I'd actually go and pursue viewing art for myself, if that makes sense. Francis Bacon was one of the first that I fell in love with. So definitely a video on him coming up. I've worked out an approach. I just need to finish the script. I've written like a paragraph so far. And it's not even in order. It's just like an idea I have for a certain section in the middle of a video. Just want to say happy early New Year's. Yeah, happy New Year. Thanks for your hard work, insight, and wonderful personality. Oh, thank you. I have a wonderful personality. I need to get that on a fridge somewhere. Which shines through your work. Thank you. That really means a lot. Thank you. What's your favorite painting style? Ooh. Good question. I don't know. You see, people find it weird when I do like, for example, I'm doing a video on a certain style, and then I do my artist corner section at the end, for example. um People find it really weird, like, oh, you have such a diverse taste in art, like you're talking about this kind of realism art here, and then you talk about how much you love this kind of abstract looking art. So my tastes are like all over the place, but my favorite art is surrealism, and it's something I really wish I got better at myself. I just love the fact that an artist can have that much of a vivid imagination, that he could just paint something completely from his head that looks so vivid and, real, but it's not. It's obviously like really strange and abnormal. Like the melting clock thing from Dali, which is so iconic now. Um, like no one would have come up with that concept until he came along. Like I'm pretty sure he got inspiration from other people, obviously, but that is obviously like his kind of staple piece, isn't it? The melting clock. And the fact that, you need to have a very unique mind to come up with that kind of imagery. So yeah, surreal art, I love it. And I'm going to be doing more surreal art videos in the future, that's for sure. Have I heard of the bands of the Mountain Goats? They make sick. Oh no, sorry. Dyslexia. They make indie folk rock. Oh, nice. I'll check them out. I imagine humans have spent more time being cannibalistic than not. Cool. Another thing, I found Begotten about 10 years ago, and I was really getting into David Lynch. Yeah, my dad said the exact same thing when he saw my video on Begotten. They're very similar, aren't they? Like, if you look at Eraserhead and then watch Begotten, it was there was a time in that kind of like period in history in like filmmaking where, because there were, when did Eraserhead come out? Was it 79 or something? Like late 70s, early 80s? And then you look at Begotten, and that came out in like the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, it looks like a film that was made, centuries ago. It's incredible. Like I still find it really interesting. But they're very similar, aren't they? Like David Lynch and Elias Marriage. Seeing your video really brought me back. Oh, good. How do you donate? You can donate by, if you look at my channel, I've got a join button, and you can become a YouTube member, and it's like 1.99 a month is the cheapest. Other than that, like, I don't know much about donation. I tried to set up a Patreon ages ago, but I was like, does anyone? I don't know. I just saw YouTube had like a really good new feature, so I was like, oh, okay. If anyone wants to donate, we can do it on there. And it's like, yeah, 1.99 a month if you want to do that. Do I watch anime? I used to. I used to watch a lot of anime. I used to love. I used to watch. Oh, Tom became a member. Welcome, mate. Oh, I forgot to mention. If you become a member, you can see my videos early by like a day. So if you want that perk, just saying. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of anime. I actually watched a series recently again. Actually, do any of you guys know Blood Sea? It's like the goriest anime I've ever seen. Like it's insane. It's like I like when it comes to anime, it's always something that's really um like when it comes to certain animes, gore can be quite common, but like this show is insane. and I watched it again recently, thinking, "Oh, was it really that bad?" I was like, "I think it's actually worse than I remember." It's really graphic, but it's good story. Like it keeps you hooked. But yeah, I don't watch much anime nowadays, unfortunately. Yeah, no, it's not blood sea as in like sea as in the ocean. It's as in the letter C. So it's like blood dash letter C. If you look that up, and like the main character's this girl with long black hair and a samurai sword. I can't remember her name. It was a while ago now that I've seen the show. It's like it's almost like a mystery series as well as like a I don't know action, like really horrifically gory action. But it's it's got a lot of twists in it and plot twists and things. So if you haven't seen it before, definitely check it out. But I couldn't recommend many other animes to you nowadays. I don't really watch it many. Yeah, don't watch many animes now. Surrealism can be a nice way to paint one's thoughts. Definitely. Imaginations just bring, sorry, just things that are overall hard to explain through words, like a nice place where everything is so possible and great. I 100% agree. 100%. Like, if you're like that's why I love Susan Black and Yuko Tatsushima and Brian Charnley. Like if you look at their art, it's very surreal and very kind of bizarre imagery, quite shocking imagery at times. And I think the reason why is because it's trying to convey a very visceral feeling that you can't describe with like words. So the human language, in any shape or form, can only describe so much because emotions are way more complex than that, aren't they? So yeah, I 100% agree. That's another reason why I like surrealism because it can create something that just you know couldn't be explained. You know, it's something that comes from a very visceral and pure place. So, Merry Christmas, friends! Oh, Merry Christmas! Yeah, I hope you all had a great Christmas. I'm shortly approaching the hour mark, so as soon as we're over that hour, I might need to head off. But I just want to say again, thank you so much for the 60,000 subs. We got so much to do in the new year, so it's amazing that that many people want to see what's coming up. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And thank you for your questions. How did you find Yuko Tatsushima's art and first impressions? I remember coming across her art for the first time when I was reading this creepypasta about this cursed poem called Tamino's Hell. I think I explained this in a video, but basically that's how I first came across that painting called I Can't Be a Bride Anymore, where it's that long kind of neck and those wide, hollow, blank eyes, and that kind of those black lips, and just sort of staring right at the viewer. Absolutely haunting. Still, it still gives me chills whenever I look at it. But that's when I first saw her art, but it was through something completely different and unrelated. It was to do with this Japanese poem, and that image was used as like the kind of logo in a way, like the kind of image of the poem, even though it's got nothing to do with it. And yeah, I dug through Reddit, because I spend a lot of time on Reddit and try to get more kind of like info on it. Some reliable, some not. And I came across her website in the end, and I was like, wow, this stuff is insane. Why has no one spoken about this? Like, I really hope she's still doing art because she was and still is very talented, very talented. People are nice in here. I like it. It is, isn't it? This is a nice chat. Let's keep it. Let's keep this chat. someone pointed out about Yuko Tsuchima's art that is very much about physical abuse. Yeah, now I feel I should address this because a lot of people have been putting in the comments about that video that I'm not directly addressing what it's clearly about. Because I 100% agree it is about abuse and, you know, what women go through when being physically abused and how they feel and all the kind of situations they go through. But the trouble was I made that video when I was first kind of starting out, and I had no idea if directly addressing that would get it taken down because it's a very heavy subject. And I was worried that if I directly kind of talk about that kind of stuff without actually knowing that for fact, then I would feel kind of not disrespectful, but just kind of I would feel more ignorant about it. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to play it safe and just not speak about it. People can mention it in the comments, which they have, but I just didn't want to mention it in the video myself because I don't know if they, obviously if there was an interview with her, which I could like base those, that kind of information on that it's about abuse, then I would feel more comfortable talking about it. But because I was new to YouTube, I didn't quite fully understand what I could talk about and what I couldn't, and didn't want my video taken down. I Yeah, didn't talk about that stuff, but it's good that people are mentioning it in the comments because um it's very obviously when you look at it, but I just don't want to address it directly, if that makes sense. I'm waffling now, but hopefully you guys get it. All right. I will be going now, I think, but I just want to give one last big thank you. Thank you. Thank you for helping, all of you for tuning into this chat for one thing. But second of all, just thank you for like being a part of this, like being a part of this channel, being part of this community and wanting to give me ideas, wanting to inspire me, wanting to kind of give me support. Like it's incredible, and just I feel more humbled. Like every time I see that count go up, I just get more and more scared yet excited, and it's incredible. Like I never thought it would happen. So thank you, and yeah, again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your questions as well. I'll be doing more live streams at some point. Don't know when, but um, I'll be posting them. And if you want to get early access to videos, just click on the join button, look at the membership uh, kind of tier list, and see what you can do. But other than that, thank you. Just keep watching my videos. That's all I can ask for. And sorry, I'm not feeling more awake. I'm usually more bubbly than this. For those just tuning in, I had my booster jab for COVID this morning, and I've been feeling on and off symptoms all day. So, but anyway, yeah, thank you. God bless. Merry Christmas. Uh, well, hope you all had a great Christmas and Happy New Year. And keep your suggestions coming. Send me emails, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye 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 bye.